It's your girl Anna. Welcome to Guileless Intentions, where I'm keeping it real, uncut, and unfiltered. How y'all doing? Happy New Year 2023. Woo! Yes. So excited. So tonight we have a special guest in the building joining us to kick off our second season. Mr. P.O.P. businessman and entrepreneur, a.k.a. Mr. Paper Over Pain.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining me. I'm so happy. So, tell us about your brand. Tell us about who you are. You're doing a lot.
So, officially, the brand came out April 2021.
Wait. Hold on. Let's backtrack. Where you from?
So, I'm from the Bronx.
Woo! A lot of Bronx energy in the building.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
That's a fact. So, pretty much, the brand dropped in 2021, but I thought about it in 2020.
Okay.
Actually, how it came about, which got me to actually push the brand, was when I broke my ankle. The day I broke my ankle, I found out also that a friend of mine had passed. So when I came home, I didn't even know my ankle was broken, and then I had to hear that. So it was just like a lot of mixed emotions and, a lot of depression at that time. And, Paper Over Pain was a name I thought of right before that had happened. It was pretty much, overcoming struggles in life to survive. A lot of us, from rich to poor, no matter what level you are in life, you go through pain.
Facts.
And I feel like, that was something that I wanted to use to get people out of depression and, things like that. And
Motivation.
it was, yes, to motivate people in difficult times, So I thought of something, you know what? I'm going to take this and I'm going to push this. So that's when I first came out with my first original sweatsuits. I actually came out with the regular logo.
So you design your logos yourself, right?
I designed.
This is the original?
I designed the POP logo. This heart image that I have on right now, I designed this myself as well.
Nice.
Yeah, so...
So we got the heart with the money, Paper Over Pain, and that's cute.
Right. So when people hear Paper Over Pain, sometimes, they think it's, it's just one of them, get money brands. But...
it sounds luxurious to me, black luxury.
But, it was deeper than that. It was more of like, because one of my slogans as well is, never let your pain defeat you, but never let your paper define you. So
talk that shit. Just
because you get a certain amount of money doesn't make you better than this person. Facts. But the end goal is to get the paper. The end goal is to provide for your family. So everyone, I feel, related to this brand, Parents.
Is it catered towards men, women? Is it unisex?
So pretty much everything right now is unisex. And I wanted it that way as far as, I'm going to work on single pieces as well, coming out with the ladies line, kids, okay. Going to cater to everybody. But at first I wanted to do unisex to really just get it out there and just get it to whoever, men, women, everybody can have it pretty. And I feel like, it was to the average person, to anybody, like parents. We work jobs most of the time that we hate or we literally physical. It burns us out, back pain, whatever. And I felt like Paper Over Pain was something that, no matter what pain you're going through, never give up. So we like I said, we go through so much, and I wanted to highlight that, and I wanted it to come out with a brand that doesn't only look good, but you feel good, and it represents something, right? So
I think you definitely have done a great job with putting that concept into your clothing line. So, what are some types of pieces that we can get from Paper Pain? Is it jeans? Is it shirts? Like, what do you consist of?
All right, so sweatsuits, track suits. I have dad hats. I have trucker hats.
Nice.
Right now, t-shirts. I have short sets. Right now, those are the only pieces, but I plan on, getting versatile to where I'm not limited to anything. So, I'm going to do underwear, socks, jeans, cargos,
wow,
polos, button-ups, want to hit every area. So, nobody can,
Nobody
go to
left
my
behind.
website and say, you know what, it's nothing here for me.
For me,
I'm
yeah.
trying to have something for everyone. So
What is the journey of a fashion designer like when you're starting jumping off the porch?
Oh man, lots and lots of research. Like you have to. Oh man, I was driving my girlfriend crazy when I say I would wake up every day from the time I woke up to the time I went to sleep, and I was YouTubing everything as far as the business, like different aspects of the business, how to do the LLC, how to
the back end business got to be set up too while you're
yes,
very
you gotta
important.
make sure your trademarks,
Yeah.
how to do everything pretty much, and how I started creating my stuff. I'm like, yo, I cannot draw, and I don't want to sit here and be paying a bunch of people. And so, I was very creative when I started my brand. Actually, like I bought blank pieces, and my first sweatsuits, I got it embroidered, but I went and bought professional hang tags and professional tags that I could put on the inside, stickers, plastics, everything, the works to give it that real professional feel, that real professional look. Right. So it just took a lot of research and just everything. Like you got to be patient, and you really have to be consistent because it's so many like you out there, and you have to separate. Like that's one thing they're gonna ask you, especially as you keep going. And
That's
what makes you different from any other brand?
Exactly. So
that's
there are a lot of different clothing brands, right? And now we see more, especially since COVID, a lot of more Black-owned fashion brands. What is so significant about Paper Over Pain that separates you from the other brands?
I feel like sometimes a lot of brands start off one way and they don't really go off with the message. Like I said, when I started my first set, it was pretty much the Paper Over Pain logo, the no pain on the arm, something simple because I wanted the brand, the message to be more important than the actual design. So I feel like some brands get too far in and it's just like getting stuff out there. Like it's no longer about the message. It's like once you get to a certain level, I feel like, I feel like I'm going to push the agenda because I really believe, this is something that can go,
yeah.
The quality. Like I said, I started off getting blanks, but now I'm doing manufacturing now. So everything is getting like this tracksuit right now. It's actually from scratch. So
really,
from you got it manufactured. So,
shout out to Paper Over Pain.
Yeah. So overseas, they making it from scratch now. This is actually it has actually insulation inside. So it's perfect for the fall, winter. Like I came out here like this today, no hoodie, no jacket.
And you were warm.
I was perfect, so.
Is it good for working out in?
Definitely.
That's what's up.
And it stretches, it's, so I wanted to bring that real good quality along with the message.
This is a unisex piece as well.
Yes, definitely.
Nice.
I have this in black and white, red and white, navy blue and white. So.
Nice. So can we expect to see a POP fashion show anytime soon?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm actually working on a few. I want to get in contact with a few more people, but I have one I'm actually going to be in sometime in the spring. So
is it gonna be? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Sometime in the spring, definitely.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, so I probably won't specifically be walking in it, but my brand is gonna have a bunch of pieces, and it's gonna, it's a start. And we was asked and honored to do that. So
that's dope.
It's
So what can we expect for the ladies? I gotta ask for myself.
Oh yeah, the ladies.
What's the future of POP for the ladies looking like?
See, that's when Mrs. come in. She has to help me with the pieces and things like that. But the the female line is definitely up and coming. Things are getting sketched out, and I gotta have I want y'all fitted specific to your body. Catering to y'all.
Gotta
so
hit the mangoes.
I got to, and then like I said, I have children, so I definitely have to.
Incorporate
have my
them.
children.
So it's like, would you say it's like a family business?
It definitely is. You know, I wanted to start out um, as, you know, something that could be longevity, you know, something that generational wealth for my family, something I could show them. Like I actually have my daughter now. She's telling me like, "Daddy, I want to be a fashion designer."
Really? That's so
Right. So
interesting.
one of the things for Christmas was like a sewing machine kit and stuff like
Do you
that.
know how to
So
use a sewing machine?
I actually have one, but that's one things I invested in before I actually started my brand. What's crazy, I bought before I even knew I was gonna do paper over paint. I bought a sewing machine. I bought a bunch of, you know, the metal things that be on the leather jackets, the
The
little
studs?
metal studs.
Yeah.
Bought the studs. I bought paint, a bunch of stuff, and I was just experimenting, like making my own jeans, like
Wow.
yeah, like doing certain things, and she would see certain things. So you know, I guess that inspired her, and you know, it starts with them. You know,
And
they're
then
gonna
watching you.
exactly. So pretty much, yeah, like just inspiring them, and I feel like the more I go, the more it motivates them. So
Right. Right. That's your legacy. This is your legacy right here.
yeah, and this is not something that I'm just trying to do now. This is
Longevity.
not a hustle. This is something that's here forever. This is a family. This is, I feel like I said, everybody can relate to it. The parent, anybody, like any and everybody you can think of, from the rich to the poor, like I said, is always paper over pain. Like,
What's your I was gonna ask you, do you cater more to high end or middle class? Like what would you consider POP to be?
I mean, right now, I would say it depends on what you call high class, but I would say it's in the middle. I started off wanting to be like a high end brand, and then I feel like you know I have to cater to a little both. So you know, but that's when you know that's when you have the
Nothing wrong with
sales.
that.
That's when you have your sales and things like that, and
Yeah.
you know. But I feel like you know who doesn't want to be a high end brand, but then you also have to cater to your people, so you have to have
Yeah, I feel like
meet
a lot
somewhere
of
in the middle.
I've seen a lot of people that transition into fashion, whether they be like music artists or something first. When they start stepping into that realm, I noticed that they always make it accessible. A lot of them make it accessible to, working class people, and then sometimes they'll also have the high end brand. So I think it's very important because it's so ironic that working class people will they'll run and support something that they feel is.
It's so weird because it's like, what I realize is it doesn't matter what you price your item at, because some people just not gonna mess with you regardless. So it's like you can have the $100 sweater, or you can have a $30 sweater.
Yeah.
If they're not gonna support you, they're not gonna support you. And what I realize is, a lot of support comes from the outside, like
Strangers.
I get orders from like Michigan and Buffalo and North Carolina, and
Really?
when I get those outside orders, because I'm from the Bronx, New York, so it's like when I get those outside orders, it's like, especially without the big promo and things like that, like somebody just stumbled upon my website and they liked what they saw, without me having to explain the message or things like
The
that.
story behind it.
Right, but I do have the story on my website. But who God does all that all the time when they want to shop? You
You'd be
want to go, you
surprised.
want to go find a fit, or all right, let me get
Yeah.
that. But yeah, so though that's what really inspires me as well. The outside support, and because it's not easy. You might get your friends and your family to support you in the beginning, and then after that, it's like, all right, buddy, you're on your own. Like,
Yeah.
you got to make it happen.
You gotta keep the momentum.
Yeah, and you
So-
can't let that discourage you. Like,
What has been your proudest moment with your brand so far?
I honestly think my proudest moment is just seeing the look on my kids' faces. Honestly, like I mentioned, my daughter wanting to now be in fashion and do things like that. I think that made me real proud. Like when she came to me and said, like, "Daddy, I want to be a fashion designer," and it was just like, wow,
It's like motivation to
right?
go
Because
even
before
harder.
that, she never really said what she wanted to do. So it was just like, wow, like I got people watching me. I can't give up. Like I started it. I'm gonna keep going.
Keep
like,
it going.
and this is something I'm highly passionate about. Like I wouldn't sleep. Like I would wake up and literally all day study, sketching. Like I have so many different drawings that I want to come out
Really?
with. Yeah, and like I was saying, I can't draw. So the funny thing is about that, I used to try to sketch it from the computer, like trace it.
With the apps.
But I wouldn't trace a certain thing because, you know, I want my own thing. So I would take, like, say, for example, how I did this heart. I would take one piece, then I would go to a different picture, and I'll look at what I want from that picture. Then I'll take that. Then I'll add that. Then I'll go to a different picture, and I'll just blend it all together and make it mine. So it's what's significant about this heart, like I said, a lot of my pieces, it has the meaning. It means something. So what's significant about this heart piece is that the piece that's hanging, you see how it's like thread, and then the piece that's hanging, a little stitch. Mm-hmm. This heart is our heart. So pretty much that piece that's hanging, that's the part of us that, you know, that hurt, that you want to give up, that part that's broken, like heartbreak, death, everything, and you holding on.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is very deep. This is
we got the nail
POP in the building.
The nails and the safety pin is, you know.
Wow. Yes, I see you have the nails sticking in and
everything you go through in life, your heart's endures so much. Like I said, the little piece is like it's still hanging on. You trying to, you know, and then you have the dollar sign over everything. You know, this is motivating you to don't give up no matter what. Like, it's like you got to keep going. Like, we could push, like, you know, of course, you know, I feel like that money, it's a boundary. It's like, you know, you don't want to say money is everything because money isn't everything.
Right.
So, like I said, how it relates to death as far as, like, because when you get a job and you lose someone, you got a certain amount of time before you go back to work. You can be sad all you want, but if you don't go back to work, them bills is not going to get paid. Right. So I feel like money always has to be in it somehow. So it's not really So it's not really like money is everything. But the end goal is to keep providing for your family at the end of the day. So that's why the dollar sign is over the heart. Because it's saying no matter what pain you endure. You know, some people got hard labor jobs where their bodies get beat up all day, every day. And they take that pain and you know, they have to provide for their kids. So,
they gotta eat it.
That's a fact.
You know, your brand, I feel like I could see it being more than just clothing. I feel like the meaning is so deep and so relatable. Have you thought about, you know, things that you would like to do with this concept outside of fashion?
I've thought about it, but not too deep. Like, because I'm so focused on, you know, I feel like if I take that route as well, it'll bring the clothing out as well. Like, I feel like if I do more promoting as far as, like, the message in the brand, really going out there and, like, pushing the agenda and, you know, uplifting people. Like, how I thought, like, since you said that, like I said, when I came out with the message, I thought maybe one day this can help somebody who's in a hospital bed and they're you know, paper over pain. It's like, it's not the end. I cannot let this pain defeat me.
Right.
That's the whole message. So, you know, that was one of the things I literally thought about. Like, you know, this can literally help somebody. This they could say to themselves, you know, it's paper over pain. This is not the end. Don't give up. Right. That's a fact. So, you know, I'm always looking to, you know, expand into other things besides clothing. I actually want to come out with a few different things.
I was just about to ask you, so who are you outside of paper over paint?
I'm a family man. I'm hard worker. I work so hard. And
Capricorn. You just celebrated a birthday. Happy belated birthday.
New Year's Eve. Yeah.
You literally start the year.
Yeah, that's a fact, yo. Feel like we starting to end this, you know, Capricorn season.
I'm not gonna lie though.
Yeah, I heard some slick comments about Capricorns on your show.
Everybody knows. If you're a GI fan, you know I have a love-hate relationship with these Capricorns.
I ain't like
y'all
that.
all around me, but y'all definitely are providers and hard workers, but y'all definitely get on my nerve.
I ain't like that at all.
Y'all can be emotionless. Cold shoulder. Like, I paid the bills, bitch, shut up.
Oh, man. See, but you got January Capricorns and December Capricorns.
So what's the difference?
I'm just saying.
What's the big difference between the December and January
I
Capricorn?
don't know. I feel like January ones.
January is assholes.
That too. I don't know. I feel like December more laid back, more. I'm not gonna say December get more money than January. It's just,
because money is at the top of y'all list. I feel like with Capricorns, it don't matter if we think we in love. It don't matter if we live in a beautiful house. If y'all feel like the money ain't flowing right, ain't nothing going on. Like,
it gotta make sense.
Am I lying?
That's true.
It is. Oh my goodness, my father's a Capricorn, and my ex, and my best friend. I just feel like money with y'all is so important in order for y'all to feel.
See, you came from a Capricorn, so you gotta
exactly. I think that's where I get a little bit of my hustle from, though. Yeah.
Got to. Yeah.
So, what projects are you getting into for the new year, 2023? I know you said that you mentioned briefly the fashion show. What else?
Right. I think I want to, get myself back out there, spread myself. I want to get back into more like the pop-ups. I want to look for other fashion shows I can do. I think we're going to push hard with the promotion, even harder this year. So I want to do more photo shoots, videography, more interacting with the people. So I think I want to do more like, going in the city and, just talking to the people, let them meet me, see who I am, meet me in person. And you're not just buying the brand, but,
you're seeing the face attached to the
right. So
to the brand.
We just buy stuff sometimes. You
got one of your sweatsuits over here. Let me see what it's looking like.
Definitely.
Show the people.
Right, hold on. Let me show you the t-shirt.
Ooh, so you designed this logo on your own?
Yeah, it's crazy. I actually have this tattoo on as well.
Really? Okay, we got this is all right. So this is a woman.
Definitely have this tattooed on.
This is a woman. She's holding money. She got the bags of monies all around her. She has flowers, and she looks like she's a little bit sad.
That's a fact.
That's the pain part.
That was done purposely.
That's the pain. Okay.
All right. So,
but she has the money, and she's holding on to that. So explain this.
So it's like I said, it's that heartbreak, it's that sadness, but like you said, she's still sad and depressed, but she has her money. So it's like that. It's like money isn't everything at the same time. But that leads us, which is the slogan, which leads us to the back.
Is she holding her heart in her other hands?
Right, and the heart. Look, the piece of heart she actually has.
Zoom into the detail.
The piece of heart she has is actually the heart for the sleeve. So the missing piece to the sleeve is actually the piece that she has in her hand. So when we turn to the back, though,
never let your pain defeat your.
Never let your pain defeat you. Never let your paper define you. Paper over pain. So we have beautiful. The heart on both sides, And like I said, real professional work, the tags, done real nice. And we have the sweatsuit right over here. So this actually, you can feel that. That's real. Nice.
This is quality right here. This is good stuff.
Yeah, so we have the puff.
Good. Yeah.
Real soft
you got
material.
The sticking out. Right. What do you call it? The 3D embroidery.
Right. And like I said, we came out in 21, but I got injured in 20, which inspired the idea when the world was on fire during the pandemic. So, we have the globe on fire in the back with the 2020. This was a very limited collection.
This is a classic. This is classic.
Right. This was a very limited collection, so not a lot of these were made at all. So, yeah, I actually only have 2 larges left, so.
Wow, y'all better jump on it because y'all want to be getting this stuff while he's still accessible.
So this right here was the first piece, the original piece I was telling you. It came out with the POP design, the paper over pain design.
Dope.
We got the no pain on the sleeve. I've got the paper over pain on top of the hood.
Pay attention to the detail. It's very specific. It's you.
Right. We did the paper really over pain inside. We got the hang tag.
Listen.
We tried to bring y'all the heat.
Support y'all. Black-owned business, paper over pain, Mr. POP. He's not playing. There's a message behind the brand. There is a story. It's very deep. I love it.
Yeah, I ain't want to have steps, so each item comes with the stickers, the no pain stickers,
Okay.
the paper over pain stickers. The hats actually come with the stickers and the pin, so you can stick your pin on the side of your hat.
Hold on, I got a big head, but hold on.
Yeah, you can adjust that. You can adjust that. Right
What happened? What happened?
You can definitely adjust that.
Y'all see me? Paper over pain.
Right.
Listen, y'all better jump on it. This is very dope. This is very, very dope. So, paper over pain.
What's up?
5 years from now, where do you see yourself, sir?
I'm trying to do so much. I wanna give other opportunities. So creating jobs. So I wanna have stores. Like I don't want to just
brick and mortar.
I don't want to just be in somebody's store. I want to have my own store. So it's gonna take a lot. So it's these next 5 years is just promoting and getting myself out there, exposure. Like the main part is just kicking them doors down, letting them know I'm here. I'm here to stay.
Consistency.
Right.
Because sometimes we get discouraged because, like you said, our families take a while to support us, our friends, family and close friends, and then when they do, it's like a cap on it, and it's like, so you got to stay motivated.
Yeah, that would really put you in depression. It's like you would really feel like, damn, is my stuff not good enough, or like what's going on? Is that like, wow, if they supporting everybody else, it's like, why? Like, yo, you just bought a $300 sweater. Like, you can't buy a $30 hoodie. Like, it's like, I be looking at it like, but that's how I used to look at it. And sometimes in the beginning, I had one moment to where I was like, oh my God, like it was a standstill. It was like, oh my God, ain't nobody buying nothing. Like, not a t-shirt. Like,
well, with success, it's not a straight road.
That's a fact.
It's definitely
but I needed
up
that.
and down because, you got to keep your fire and your hunger.
Right. So I needed that, because that motivated me to go even harder, That reminded me of why I created my brand. And, I got myself right back out of that. Like, oh, no, you bugging. Like, how are you going to be depressed and motivating people not to be depressed and not to give up on themselves? You can't give up on yourself. So, I had to shake out of that real quick and, keep going. You got to keep producing items and whatever it may be. You just got to be consistent. You got to believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, everybody believes in you. And I learned that.
What is your message for people that are currently just now stepping into the fashion world or that are thinking about stepping into the entrepreneurship world? What's some good words of advice you can give to them?
I feel like you got something you really want to do, go do it. Like, just make sure, you do your research, you do the back end stuff as well, because somebody will steal your whole design, steal your whole business if you don't trademark your stuff and do that. You'll get sued for your own stuff. Like, it's a bunch of stuff that comes with it. So, do all your research, everything, you have to be consistent. You have to be patient. Promoting is everything. Even if you're getting 1-2 likes, you have to keep promoting. You have to get yourself out there.
What keeps you motivated?
My kids. My kids keep
your
me
why.
motivated.
That's your why.
My kids keep me motivated. Like I said, it's a family brand. So, if I give up, it's like I feel like I'm at the top of them. The dream started with me. There's something I wanted to do for them. So I feel like if I give up, it's like the cookie crumble is like,
Right.
So, like I said, I got them looking up to me, and this is something that I have to do. I feel like this is something that I always wanted to do.
Which celebrity would you like to see wearing your brand? Like, what's your, if you could pick anybody in the world to wear paper over paint, who would you want to see wearing your brand?
Of course, Fly Guy Fab,
Oh
Fab,
my God. You're from the Bronx. That was not supposed to be your answer.
Fab, first of all, what's crazy?
Of all the people you chose, Fab.
Yo, because I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because that's somebody I grew up on some like looking at, and still to this day he still can do it. Like I was a kid looking at Fab, like, and it was like, nah, he still could do it to this day. So it was like that was somebody who always been consistent. So even I'm from the Bronx, it's like,
yeah.
Honestly, like you said anybody. I had to pick one. I'm sorry, y'all, but all right, Bronx, everybody
he sold us out. Nah.
Yeah, but I mean anybody, because I know Fab gonna do it. Like,
how about a female? Because you coming out with your female line. If you could pick one female from the industry to represent on Rock Paper Over Pain, who would you choose?
Ooh, what's crazy? It wouldn't even be like a rapper or nothing. Like, it was one person that I started watching when I started creating my stuff.
Who?
Milano.
Oh, that's my girl.
So she's one. It's crazy. I started when I first started. I started watching her story and how she came up and stuff on YouTube and a bunch of videos.
She's very transparent,
which inspired me to do mines as well. So she's definitely one person that I would just, I know you got your own, but throw that on real quick. That's for you. Like,
I actually went to a Milano event this summer.
I remember
was it
that.
Summer? It wasn't summer. It was fall. And she is definitely very motivating. Yes. Very humble, down to earth, and she actually, like, if you can get her attention to network with you, she will definitely throw your brand on and put it up out there. She's definitely that type of person. Right. So shout out to Milano. She is just out here just moving around, motivating young black girls. I love her. So I want that for you.
She motivated a black guy. So, you know what I mean? Like, definitely. She was one of them, because I looked at it like, oh, nah. Because I had a couple pieces. And then one day I was just on YouTube and it popped up and I was just like, nah. And I just kept watching videos and I'm like, nah, I gotta. That would be dope. Like, her passion was crazy. I'm like, you know what? Nah, I'm on it. Like, so
she's a tourist. I don't want to say we're the best, but All right. Well, thank you so much for pulling up to Guileless Intentions.
Yeah.
And sharing your brand with the world. I definitely want to collaborate with you. I have my own brand, and Banan. I got the swimsuits. I'm coming out with season 2 in February, and I'm definitely trying to put together a fashion show. There's a lot of different, things that go behind that, but Paper Over Pain will definitely be on a list of people that we are. This my bro. This my brother right here.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to
stand
it.
Up. Definitely want to encourage everybody to check out your website. So drop your handles everywhere they can reach you.
So it's gonna be paper, PAPER _ over OVER _ PAIN pain. So that's going to be on all platforms, Facebook, Instagram. You could catch us on the website. What's crazy, before I get into that, let me tell you an interesting story about the website. Somebody actually tried to steal my website before I started.
Are you serious?
So I had to do a www.officialpaperoverpain.com.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I actually
That's why trademarking our stuff is so important.
I mentioned it to one person that I hadn't done it yet. That was the only thing I didn't do yet. I did everything else yet. I said, I just didn't lock the website thing and the domain. And the next day I went and somebody had bought it randomly.
That is a typical example.
But they didn't buy it to use it. They bought it and put it back up for sale.
So
like they knew somebody wanted that.
Yeah.
So.
A lot of people, I know people that make money that way. They'll
that's a big business.
Yeah, they'll purchase a website. Like if you put an idea out there, they'll go ahead and
slogans, website,
lock in the domain, and now you have to purchase it. So it's very important to keep your ideas to yourself, or only speak them to the right person before you actually put action behind.
And that was another business mistake.
That's the business part of it. That's the business part of it.
So you can't, you gotta keep some things to yourself, and because people will do you dirty, like it will.
So it's Paper Pain official?
Officialpaperoverpain.com.
Okay.
So www.officialpaperoverpain.com. Yeah. I mean, I got some heat for y'all in there. Like use the promo in the bar. You know, first time, type that in. You get a little % off your first item. You know, take advantage of it.
It's a new year, so y'all better go check him out. I'm sure he got some new stuff coming.
Oh yeah. I got some fire distress hoodies coming out.
Ooh. Yeah. You know, my daughter lives in a hoodie. I don't even see her face most of the time. Teenagers, they just love hoodies.
It's comfy, you know, to grab and go.
She get me into it, It's just grab and go. And I feel like you can dress hoodies up or you can dress them down.
Right.
Like if you get the oversized, you can put on some shoes with them or
So the first set of hoodies, it was pullovers. So this hoodies actually have the zip up.
The zip up, okay.
Zippers, you know. You know, we doing something different. Excuse me. We doing something different.
We outside. What happened?
Like I said, I'm going to drop stuff little by little. I'm not going to give y'all every item. But, you know, greatness takes time. So, you know, I'm going to drop things little by little and show y'all what I'm about. Y'all going to get a little bit of everything. I'm trying to, you know, cover all angles. So there's nothing missing from mine, you know. Just expect to see us a lot.
Support this young black entrepreneur. Support this brother. He is doing his thing. And y'all heard the message behind the brand. It's amazing. It's dope. It's deep. It's relatable. All of us can relate.
Right.
So thank you for pulling up to Guileless Intentions. And for spreading your light with us. And all right, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. And I'll see y'all next Wednesday. Peace out.
All right.